In this video, we're going to show you how to master a par 3 even as a beginner golfer and stop making all those silly mistakes
that I make
and cost you shots. So let's get straight to it, guys. We are out in Spain today at Desert Springs Golf Resort. Laura, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good, you're looking very nice.
Thank you. Got my LeMunas on.
Yeah, exactly. A little sponsorship coming up. But par 3, what a wonderful par 3. Is there anything here that worries you? Do you have any questions?
A lot of worries.
A lot of why? What are you worried about?
Because there's a lot of houses on the left.
Okay, there is lovely houses on the left. Now these are all things that beginner golfers think about that maybe more established golfers don't think about.
Yeah, I'm quite known for hitting.
You have hit houses before, you're right.
But other than that, the flag's in the middle. I just need to be able to get it up there, don't I?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't want to miss.
Any particular thoughts on what score you're trying to make as a par 3?
Well, as a beginner, I'm just thinking par 3, like I can't hit it in more than 3 shots.
Yes.
But
So
I should probably allow myself more.
Absolutely correct. So as a beginner golfer, even though this is stroke index 18, 120 metres, playing about 130 yards, I would definitely be giving you 2 shots on this hole. Effectively, that makes it a par what?
5.
Exactly. So do you need to be worried about hitting that green straight away, even all the way up there?
No.
No. So what we're going to do, we're going to hit a nice club that you can hit that distance. So you've got a little hybrid here.
Yeah.
A
dirty one.
Yeah, it's my mum's hybrid. So that's another thing. Don't worry about the clubs you're using as a beginner golfer because you've got a lovely set of TaylorMades at home, which you're practicing with. Now, why do you think I've brought Laura over to the left-hand side of this tee?
To avoid the houses as much as possible.
Pardon?
To aim more right.
It's actually, I'm not too worried about the houses because it's a very bad shot that gets them. It's to go away from all that trouble up on the right hand side where you can see that brick wall. So we're trying to play just sensibly.
Okay.
Oh my, that could go in. What a shot. Go on. Go on. Oh,
Can you imagine if I got a hole in
that is a great shot. Well done.
I don't know where that came from.
You know what? That makes it all easier to not worry too much about making the 5. That's unbelievable.
Who's a beginner now, baby?
So interestingly there, I think the fact that we've calmed Laura down a bit, she's not too worried about making 3, has helped you make, that was a great golf swing.
Yeah.
A fantastic golf swing. And if you're thinking about or worrying about trying to make 3, you might tighten up, you might not make the golf swing you can make, and you're generally going to struggle. Now, are you still scared about making 3?
No.
No, exactly. So just because you've hit a good tee shot, don't put pressure on yourself to make a birdie, to make a par. Even if you can come off here with a 4, that is a shot against the course and a well played par 3. Guys, we also have a sponsor for this series. We're going to do par 3, par 4 and par 5 all in this series, and they're all sponsored by the guys at
LeMuna.
Let's check them out. So we have come out to Desert Springs in sunny Spain to film this series, and our friends at LeMuna have sent us something. Guys, they have sponsored this series. This is smart eyewear. So if you take a look at this box, Laura's been absolutely loving these. So flip them open and you can listen to your podcast, you can listen to your music. What I like about that, hold on, I can actually hear what Laura's been listening to. What I like about this though is that it doesn't go in your ear, so when you're practicing or when you're even playing, you're not worrying too much about not listening to your strike, not listening to the effects of the weather. You also get some actual static lenses as well. So I quite like these. Laura's been absolutely loving them. And there's some kind of little, look at that cool little case for them so they don't get ruined. We'll put them in there so they don't get ruined. And we've got a little cloth to clean them and little charging wires. So very good. Let's get out there and let's get back to this par 3. So Laura, we are just short of the green. We could have maybe gone with more club, but what are you going to do?
I didn't think I was going to hit it that well, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm going to go putter.
Yeah.
I don't trust my chipping as much.
No, and to be honest, whenever there's nothing in front of the green, this isn't just a par 3 tip, this is a general rule of golf tip. If there's nothing in your way, there's no bunker in your way, no rough in the way, just get some low loft on it, either a putter or maybe a hybrid at worst.
Just want to get close to it.
Now, another thing I want to say, Laura, as you've walked past here, the steps were here, you've had the opportunity to walk this way and look at the green and see which way it might go, but you've gone straight to the ball.
In my head, I'm thinking I'm not even worrying about that yet because it's so far away.
Okay, but you still need an idea of where the ball's going to slope, otherwise you're going to leave yourself a longer shot. We still want to get the lowest score possible, so just give yourself every chance. Where do you see this breaking?
I think it goes right to left.
Yeah? Doing all the right things, and it's is it uphill or downhill?
Slightly uphill.
So there's your checklist. If you get it out to the right, slightly uphill with the right pace, you're generally going to give yourself
technique.
a better chance at par. I think it's a good pace, it just wasn't far enough left. That's where if you maybe would have done your homework, it would have been a bit easier for you. But you've done the good thing because you've missed all the traps and the rough. And, I mean, to be honest, the amount of times I've sent it over that wall as a professional golfer is quite frightening. Par putt coming up.
Does this go right to left still?
So which way would you think water would flow if there was a flood?
Down.
Down. So if it was uphill this way, and this is a great thing for beginner golfers to learn, how can it be right to left now?
Well,
if the green slopes from back to front.
Okay.
Does that give you an easier way of thinking about it?
Yeah.
This
Now
would
I
be a
have
fantastic
holed
part.
them from here on the putting green. My practice, show on screen. Can't you?
Just a little bit of a pull.
Yeah,
I just saw that putt face just tweak close a little bit.
Yeah.
But that is another thing that beginner golfers should do. So you spent some time on the putting green, albeit with the glasses and with you listening to your podcast. But that is an absolutely fantastic, well played
over par.
4. Exactly, well done, Laura. As a par that is 3 stable for points and probably be enough to go one up against me or my dad or anybody else. Well done. So Laura, you hit a fantastic tee shot just short of the green, but what if it finished here? Because people are saying, well, you can't just say we're going to smash par 3s and hit good tee shots every time. It's not always that simple.
No.
What are you not going to do here?
Panic.
Yeah.
Because 6 months ago I would have done.
You would have done, and then you would have made a bit of a mess of it.
Yeah.
And
I've had lessons since then, so I know my weight needs to be on my left, stance a little bit closer together.
This is absolute gold. So what are you sticking to?
the basics.
Yes, guys, you have to stick to your basics even if things start to go wrong. Now, what I'm going to say here, Laura, you might be here for one, and this is an absolute horrible lie. Where's your target area?
I just want to get it on the green.
It's like I've already told her what to say. Fantastic, Laura. Because we've got a massive downslope here, and if I was trying to get this close, I would have to open the face up, I'd have to pop it up above head height and rely on the landing angle to get it to go anywhere close. We're not worrying about that because you've got a couple of shots to play with, so just stick to your basics, weight on that left foot, plenty of loft. Even if it lands at the hole, we don't mind because
like
it's yeah, perfect.
Okay.
The basics look outstanding. Great shot. Look at that. Even if that was a little bit, that probably wasn't the best strike, but because you've kept your speed,
I guessed then because I'm surprised at myself, but
yeah, had the weight left, kept the speed absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing for if you go in a bunker, if you hit a bad shot out of bounds and have to tee off again, what do you stick to?
the basics.
Well done.
Back to basics, baby.
Guys, make sure you join us for the second and third part of this series, how to master a par 4 and how to master a par 5. We're going to go into a lot more depth on how, as a beginner golfer, you can just get rid of the nerves, get rid of all the silly mistakes and try and play the best golf of your life, maybe break it through to the high handicap, mid handicap stage. Huge thanks to the guys at LeMuna for sponsoring this series because what a place it is to be out here at Desert Springs in the sun. See you tomorrow.